If you want to make any extra amount of money each month, from a tenner to £1,000 and upwards, then you can do this easily and risk-free with matched betting. Matched betting takes advantage of the free cash offers provided by online gambling companies to tempt you into becoming a loyal customer. But these cunning marketing tricks don't work on clever matched bettors and instead can be taken advantage of.
Matched betting is not gambling. It's all about the cold hard guaranteed cash bonuses, and there are hundreds of such bonuses flooding the market every week. Anyone with the ability to follow simple step-by-step instructions can still easily qualify for these bonuses and withdraw them as cash.
We've been trying it out ourselves for the last several weeks and have made the equivalent of £500 a month salaries from it for a time commitment of just half an hour a day. Oh, did we mention it was also tax-free? Sweet. The time that we devote to a money-making scheme is important because it needs to be worth the effort.
If you have more time to devote to this, say a couple of hours a day, you could be making £1,000 a month. We only scratch the surface of the offers available each week. Some people take match betting to the extremes and use it to replace their job.
However, the absolute most that people tend to make from match betting is £1,500 a month, as the range of available offers soon decrease in size after you've picked all the low-hanging fruit. We think aiming for the £500 to £1,000 range is the most efficient use of your time.
Whether you just want a couple of extra £100 a month or to replace an income, match betting can do that for you. Let's check it out. Welcome to Unshackled.com, the investment and finance channel and website that sets you and your finances free.
That was Andy and I'm Ben, and if you like what we say, hit the like button and click subscribe. How matched betting works. Later in the video, we'll cover how to keep making big money on an ongoing basis from match betting. But first, we'll start with what you'll be doing in the first couple of months. New account sign-up bonuses.
To entice you to open an account, a bookmaker like Coral will offer you £20 in free bets if you first place a £5 bet on something else. To make this risk-free and to ensure you don't lose that £5, you will also separately place the opposite bet on something called a betting exchange. We use Betfair, which is the biggest and most popular. The serious match bettors will use multiple exchanges. You will typically end up with dozens of bookmaker accounts during your match betting career, but you can make do with just one betting exchange where you place the majority of your opposite bets.
Let's say you put £5 down with Coral for Man United to beat Chelsea. The opposite bet would be for Man U not to beat Chelsea, which includes the possibility of a draw. So we would put a bet on Betfair Exchange as well for Man U not to win. The exact amount to bet on the exchange will be dictated by a matched betting tool, which we'll get to later. If we win on either the bookies or the exchange, we lose on the other one, with the net result being a loss of a few pennies, which reflects the bookmaker's profit margin, which is built into the odds.
Why would we be willing to lose a few pennies, you say? Well, because now we're rewarded £20 in free bets on Coral. The £5 bet that we lost the 20p on is called the qualifying bet, which you place in order to qualify for the free bet.
Next, you have a free bet which you need to do something with. You can't withdraw it straight away as cash, but you can guarantee to walk away with most of that money by placing one more matched bet. On Coral, or whichever bookmakers we're using, we place a £20 free bet on another team to win, say Arsenal to beat Man City. At the same time on Betfair Exchange, we place a bet for Arsenal not to beat Man City.
Again, whichever result turns out to be true, we lose on either the bookies or the exchange, and we win on the other. The difference now is we were using someone else's money to place half of our bet, the free bet the bookie gave us, and we can now walk away with our guaranteed winnings.
If we lost on Coral, it doesn't matter. It means that we must have won on Betfair, which is real cash in the bank profits. Likewise, if we lost on Betfair, no worries. We'll have made more from our winnings on Coral, which we can now withdraw if we choose to. Overall, you can easily expect to profit around 75% on the free bets, turning £20 of free bets into £15 of real money.
How to get started? You start out with the new customer account offers, of which there are about 50 currently. To find them all and to make the most money, you'll need to sign up to a match betting tutorial site. We've been using Odds Monkey and Profit Accumulator, but you only need one.
They collect all offers on the market in one place. They have written walkthrough guides for each offer, show the odds for every sporting event with every bookie and every exchange, and have calculators built into each event which tell you the amounts to bet.
They have weekly bet clubs worth around £200 a month and all the daily offers currently on the market at hand for people wanting to make money from match betting long term. These tools are pretty much essential and you'll be wasting your time if you don't use them.
There are free versions of each, but they are very limited and may leave you with a lot of guesswork and may need to do side research to fill in the blanks. I started out with the free version of OddsMonkey, but quickly realised that I was wasting my time. I needed to upgrade to Premium to make it worthwhile. Premium with either provider costs £20 a month. You're not tied in, and it pays for itself many times over when it helps to make you £500+ each month. There are annual packages available too for £150 if you're going to stick with it.
Being cheap with these tools honestly doesn't pay off. If you only use the free versions, you'll spend a lot of time looking for offers and reading through the terms and conditions. Time you could be spending each day executing a couple of extra offers, which would cover the cost of a monthly subscription in a single transaction. It's a no-brainer.
These services will make you money, but we've saved you some too. By getting you sweet discounts on your subscription when you sign up to one of these tools through the offers links on the match betting area of moneyunshackled.com, linked to in the description below.
What we've done. As mentioned, we wanted to have a good crack at this ourselves so we could tell you guys how to do it. So we've been match betting for the last couple of months using some new account offers and ongoing daily free bets.
30 minutes per day translates into a £500 per month tax-free income, and based on the generosity of the ongoing offers, this is sustainable even after you've worked your way through the sign-up bonuses. While registering new accounts can take up the bulk of that half hour, we found that placing the actual bets is quite quick to do. When we just focused on ongoing offers, which are typically less generous than new account offers, we found that we could execute 2 or 3 of these in the time that it would take to open 1 new account.
We personally don't have the time to commit to this regularly as we're building a business, but if circumstances were different, like if we were unemployed or students at uni or just had time to kill, we could easily choose to ramp this up to bring in an extra income big enough to cover our basic bills.
Essential knowledge for matched bettors. Here follows 5 essential concepts that you need to be familiar with to be a match bettor. Don't worry about the details. The essential match betting tutorial sites that we mentioned earlier will hold your hand through the entire process, and the premium versions have built-in guides for each offer.
Number 1, backing and laying. When you place a match bet, as we've said, you need to bet once on one outcome at the bookies. This is the back bet. And once on the opposite outcome at the exchange. This is called the lay bet.
Number 2, odds. If you don't understand betting odds, 5 to 1, 16 to 7, and so on, then it doesn't matter because you won't be using these fractions in match betting. You'll be switching the settings from fractional odds to decimal odds.
With decimal odds, the range that you will become most familiar with is 1.5 to 9, with the smallest numbers meaning a result is more likely. The odds matter for 3 reasons. 1. Qualifying bet terms and conditions usually stipulate that you place a bet with odds of 2 or higher. 2. You generally make more profit on your free bets the higher your odds are. And 3. Your liability.
Number 3, your liability. When you place a lay bet on the exchange, you are essentially becoming a bookie. Think of it like this. When you place a bet with a bookie like Coral, by accepting your bet, Coral have a liability to pay you an amount of money if you win. If the odds were decimal odds of 8, then Coral's liability on your £10 bet would be £70. That is £10 times 8 minus your tenner back.
Likewise, when you place a lay bet on a betting exchange, you're really just accepting someone else's bet, so you need to have enough money in your exchange to cover the liability if they win. We recommend starting out with £200 or more in your exchange for ease, but you can start with as little as £50.
Don't worry too much about the liability though. If your liability on a match bet is £70 on the exchange, it means that you stand to win more than that on the bookie's site, maybe £80, to give you a £10 profit overall.
Number 4, calculators. Both of the match betting websites we are members of have calculators built in, which tell you exactly the numbers you need to know for each event, such as the amounts to bet based on those specific odds. The maths is too complex not to use a match betting calculator.
Number 5, ratings. On OddsMonkey and Profit Accumulator, bookies' odds have ratings. The closer to 100% rating, the more profit you'll squeeze out of your free bet.
Risk-free money. We should point out now that match betting, if followed correctly, really is risk-free. However, humans are fallible creatures and always find a way to mess up a good thing. There is a risk of losing money with match betting, and it comes from the risk of human error, from not following instructions carefully. Take your time when you're learning to do this and don't rush. Avoid mistakes, make lots of money and have fun.
Gubbed accounts. Bookies aren't charities and they have the right to stop giving you free bets if they think that that is all that you are interested in. In the lingo, you've been gubbed, but the following tips minimise the chance of this happening.
Tip 1. Stick to the high profile football matches, teams that you recognise the names of. Normal people don't bet on the Russian second division, but silly match bettors in the UK do, who are only looking at the numbers. Tip 2. Avoid ratings with more than 100% as these are beating the market and raise red flags.
And tip 3. Consider placing a matched bet every so often without any free bet incentive. You'll lose a few pennies, but it tells the bookies that you're not just interested in free bets. Don't worry too much about being gubbed by a bookie. There are countless other bookies out there with offers that come and go all the time.
What a 30-minute workday looks like. For your first couple of months, each day you'll be setting up an account with a new bookie and placing a qualifying bet on tonight's football. So you'll have a free bet reward ready to use tomorrow. And you'll also be cashing in from the free bet that you earned from yesterday's qualifying bet.
The reason why it's good to work a little bit each day, rather than doing a whole bunch of offers in one sitting, is because the liability on your exchange will soon stack up with multiple simultaneous open bets.
And as we've said, once you're onto the ongoing offers, your day may involve spending half an hour scooping up 3 or 4 £5 to £10 bets, starting with the biggest first.
What to do with casino offers? You may notice that online bookies also have casino offers. These tend to not be risk-free, though a few are. You might take the free chips that are offered, but you should stay away from anything which asks you to gamble. Remember, you're in this for the guaranteed risk-free income, not to bet your house on roulette.
Question of the day, will you be supplementing your income with a few hundred extra quid a month from match betting? Let us know in the comments section. Thanks for watching. On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing and all things money. And if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is moneyunshackled.com. See you next time.